Over the past few years, it's not exactly a secret that Disney has driven their audience away. And over the past several months, they've gone through rounds of layoffs, fired thousands of employees in a desperate attempt to get spending under control. But as of right now, it certainly hasn't worked out for them. The last quarter, they lost $500 million as a company. Box office losses, streaming losses, struggles at the theme parks. But people thought the layoffs were done. People thought if I've got a job now, well, I must be safe. Apparently, that is not the case, at least when it comes to Lucasfilm. Now, there's certainly some people that work at Lucasfilm that people have wanted gone for a long time. This isn't that announcement, but it is interesting, especially the timing surrounding this. Disney cites economic factors and shutters Lucasfilm studio in Singapore. A studio, an ILM studio that's been around for over 15 years now, and in fact were the ones that originally worked on the Clone Wars series. Well, all of that is done, and 300 people there are now out of a job. Lucasfilm closes Singapore VFX studio behind the Clone Wars. Lucasfilm's ILM, so Industrial Light and Magic, is moving to consolidate their global footprint. Around 700 Singaporeans will be laid off. Consolidate global footprint meaning we need to save money. We desperately need to save money, so we're closing this shit down. And is it really a surprise? I mean, just look at what's happened with Lucasfilm over the past few years. They have now completed, as Screen Rant says, the trio, the holy trinity of franchise failures, at least when it comes to Lucasfilm. Indiana Jones, Star Wars, and then, of course, Willow. You can't put Willow on the same level of those, certainly, with one movie and some surrounding material, but there's no doubt that Willow was a massive failure. Disney had to take like $100 million loss just to get it the fuck off of Disney+. It was that bad. And now, nearly on the anniversary of the Clone Wars movie that got released August of 2008, they're shutting down the studio that was behind it. In a move to consolidate their global footprint, Lucasfilm is shutting down its Singapore visual effects and animation studio. This division of ILM was established in 2004 as the lead studio for Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Variety reports that a Disney spokesperson also said this decision was influenced by economic factors affecting the industry. Oh, you mean that Disney's losing money and Lucasfilm is a fucking money pit as well? When you look at the, I don't know, over $200 million that they spent on Andor, it was $250 million on that series. Obi-Wan Kenobi, $225 million. We know the disaster that was Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Yeah, no wonder they're trying to consolidate their global footprint. The news comes on the 15th anniversary of the animated series, which launched on this day in 2008 with a feature-length movie. Yes, we know all about the Clone Wars. The shuttering of the Singaporean studio will affect about 300 animators and designers. Luke Hetherington, executive in charge of ILM Singapore and Sydney studios, told Variety they would be working to place the laid-off workers at other studios and will host a job fair. Oh, congratulations. Hey, you're fired, but we promise we're going to host a job fair to find you a new job. There you go. It's certainly interesting, especially right now, when we look at Disney, you look at what's happening to the VFX artist here in America, like voting to unionize, and you would imagine that having a studio with that type of experience in visual effects, that might be helpful to Disney moving forward, but I guess not. I guess they thought it wasn't worth the fucking trouble. It wasn't worth paying them that, so they're just, boom, another 300 people laid off. Disney has fired thousands and thousands of people. They told us the layoffs were just going to be over a certain amount of time, but since then you've seen crazy layoffs at ESPN. You're now seeing big layoffs at Lucasfilm as well. It just shows you that Disney is not out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination. They are still desperately looking to trim the budget to save money because they're losing money on all fronts right now. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.